Hello everyone, welcome to Teaching PATHSHALA. This is the part 2 of genetic drift in which we are going to discuss about bottleneck effect. Previous video we have seen that what is speciation, that is the formation of a new and the distinctive species from the original species. Okay, and we have seen that there are many factors which is going to play behind this speciation, and one of the factor was genetic drift. So after that we have seen that what is the actual definition of a genetic drift, that is it is a random and directionless changes in the allele frequency simply as a result of chance from one generation to next in a small population, and this is what called genetic drift. We have seen one example regarding this genetic drift, that initially there was a two population of an ant, that is orange and brown, and they were living in a same place in a forest. But all of a sudden when one vehicle passes from that forest and some of the ant got killed by that vehicle. So in this way there was a reduction in the population of both the ant, and the orange ant has reduced to 4 and the brown ant has reduced from 3 to 2. So in this way we have concluded that the genetic drift is a random and directionless changes which is going to change overall allele frequency, and this is going to occur by chance, that is mainly in a small population. And this changes has the capability to get transferred from one generation to next. As we have seen that how the genetic drift will occur, so it is going to occur with the help of total two different type. Okay, then that is why it has been divided into two category. First is the bottleneck effect and second is the founder's effect. Although in this video we are going to talk about the bottleneck effect. Whenever there is an occurrence of genetic drift, it may occur by following the bottleneck effect or it may occur by following the founder's effect. But obviously there are different type of situation which is going to support either the bottleneck effect or the founder's effect. So according to the definition, the bottleneck effect occur when there is a disaster that reduce population which really represent the actual genetic makeup of the initial population. This leaves smaller variation among the surviving individuals. So first let's understand that why the name bottleneck effect has been given here. See, if you consider that from this figure, if you consider that there are so many small size ball that has been kept inside a bottle, and whenever you used to invert that bottle, there is a like random chances that which ball is going to come out in the glass. Fine. So this is going to occur by chance. There is a no pre-deciding effect that yes, I am going to come first and you are going to follow me. Okay, it is not something like that. Okay, so there is no pre-deciding factor is going to work here. So whatever the ball which we are getting into a second container, that is in glass, that is totally by chance. Okay, whenever you are inverting a bottle, there is a there may be a different chances for the different type of balls, that either it may be orange or it may be red or it may be green. So this bottleneck is going to decide that what kind of particular ball is going to come out in a glass. Okay, although it is not pre-decided, but it has been decided just randomly. So it like there is a equal chances that the ball which is going to come out in a glass, it may be either orange color ball or it may be either red color ball or it may be green color ball. So whatever the ball which we are seeing in the glass when we have inverted the bottle, that is totally due to the chance. There is no pre-deciding factor which is going to work behind this phenomena. It is simply like whatever the ball which was there near the neck of the bottle, that has got the chance to get out in the glass. So the balls which got chance to come into a glass, those balls are representing a surviving population, and the balls which are there inside a bottle, that is representing the original population. So from that original population you can see that there are only a small number of surviving population. Now let's get back to the definition, in which it has been mentioned that the bottleneck effect occur when there is a disaster that reduces a population which really represent the actual genetic makeup of the initial population. So this bottleneck effect you are going to see whenever there is a natural disaster. It may be like forest fire, it may be earthquake, it may be any disaster which is going to occur in environment. And you know that whenever there is any natural calamity, it is not going to see that on what organism I am going to make my effect. Okay, and that is why there is a selection of population or there is a death of population in a random manner. Like in case of natural selection, we used to see that nature is going to select the fittest organism from that environment, okay, because it is going to eliminate eliminate those organisms which are not fit for that environment. But in case of bottleneck effect, it is totally a random process. The nature is not going to see, or the natural disaster is not going to see, that which organism is the fittest one and which is the weakest one, okay. It is just randomly going to destroy or make the reduction in the population of that particular organism. So that is why in the definition of genetic drift it has been mentioned that this effect is going to take place by chance. Suppose there is a two type of organisms which is living in a particular environment. One is the fittest one and the next one is the weakest one. But whenever there is an occurrence of a bottleneck effect, or directly we can say that whenever there is an occurrence of any kind of natural disaster, at that time might be the strongest one get eliminated, because it is going to occur by chance. It is not going to see that which one is the weakest one or which organism is the strongest one. It is just going to make its effect randomly. In third line of definition it has been mentioned, which is really represent the actual genetic makeup of initial population. What does that mean? See, if you see this bottle, there is total of 3 color balls. First is orange, second green, and third is red. But when you are tilting this bottle, you are only going to get orange and green just due to the chance. But you are not getting the red one, okay. Although the original population has the composition of total 3 type of ball, but the surviving population is only representing the 2 type of ball. That means the red one has been eliminated from the surviving population, okay. And that is why it has been mentioned that the reduced population or the surviving population, it is not going to represent the actual genetic makeup of the original population. So in this way you are never going to know that what was the actual population or what was the different type of allele that was there in the original population, okay, because right now you are going to see the surviving population and somehow they are not representing the actual genetic makeup of the original population. So if you compare this different color ball with different type of allele which is present in the original population, then you can easily able to distinguish that the one allele, that is the red allele, got eliminated from the population, and the surviving population is only going to represent the 2 type of allele. The third type of allele has already got eliminated. So in this way the overall allele frequency got changed in the surviving population if we compare this surviving population with the original population. So I am expecting that you have understand the meaning of that line, that reduced population will really represent the actual genetic makeup of initial population, and this is a very important concept regarding genetic drift. In the last line it has been mentioned that this event leaves smaller variation among the surviving individuals. What does that mean? So if you consider this bottle as an environment and the different color balls is representing a different type of species in that environment, okay. So initially there is total 3 type of organism, that is the red, orange and green. But the surviving population is only representing the orange and the green ball, or orange or the green individual. So in this way the in a initial condition there is a variation among the 3 individual, but now the variation has reduced between the 2 individuals. Initially there is a total 3 individuals and those 3 individuals are totally different because they are represented by 3 different color. So variation are larger in the initial population, but now that variation has reduced to 2 in the surviving population. That is, there is only a survival of orange and the green population or the green individual. So in the initial or the original population there is a large amount of variation among the different organisms which are present, okay, but in the surviving population that variation has reduced, okay, and that is what mentioned in the last line, that this leaves smaller variation among the surviving individual. So somehow it is going to indicate that there will be a less variation among the organisms which will represent the surviving population. Second point, this may occur due to the environmental disaster, hunting of species or habitat destruction. So whenever there is a role of nature in causing genetic drift at that time, we will call that event as a bottleneck effect. Let's take one example to understand this bottleneck effect in better way. So suppose this is the whole scenario of forest and you can see that there is a tree in this queue. So what happened actually, the one side tree got the fire due to some any reason, and the population of organisms which were dependent on that tree, those population get reduced or they get killed in that fire event. So from the diagram you can estimate that there is total 3 type of organisms which are residing or which were dependent on the tree, and those organisms got killed in that event or the whenever there was a fire in that forest. But the population which is alive right now, it is not representing the actual genetic makeup of the previous population. So the population which is alive right now, it is only representing the 2 type of population in that forest. And you know that forest is totally like it can included in natural calamity. So in this way you can see that there is a reduction in the allele frequency. Initially there is a total 3 type of allele that is represented in form of a 3 type of different species, or you can say that different organisms, but right now there is only a 2 type of species in that environment. So in this way the genetic makeup has been changed. You can see that here there is a dark yellow color species which has been lost from this surviving population. So obviously the surviving population is not representing the actual genetic makeup of the original population, as well as the frequency of allele has reduced. And if we take the concept of variation or the genetic variation, so obviously initial population was having a total 3 type of organism in that forest, but right now there is only a 2 type of organisms. So in this way the genetic variation has also reduced to some extent. In this way we can say that the bottleneck effect is not going to represent the actual genetic makeup of population, as well as it is going to reduce the genetic variation of population. Because more the different type of organism in a single habitat, more will be the variation. And as you know that in the initial condition there is total 3 type of population that was living, and that has been represented in 3 type of different color. But after the bottleneck effect there is only a survival of 2 type of organism. Okay, so somehow the variation has reduced to 2 from 3. So with this we are done with bottleneck effect, and this you have to remember that the genetic drift may occur by bottleneck effect or it may occur by founder's effect. In the next video we are going to talk about founder's effect. Although the overall property and the effect of both this effect, that is the bottleneck effect and the founder's effect, is somehow similar, but there is a slightly difference between both of them, which we are going to see in our next video. If this video was helpful for you, then do hit the like button and make sure to subscribe this channel for getting more different videos on different type of biological topic. Thank you so much for watching this video.